super excited to be able to partner with you on this platform and give you some training on it. And I'm going to go ahead and jump in. If I haven't met you officially yet before, my name is Justin Taylor. I am the Business Development and Training Executive for Rock Title. Very exciting that we do have the Vegas market on this call as well. I was just there on Tuesday. We had an awesome YouTube for real estate marketing meeting and an amazing turnout. I'll be back there in a couple weeks again to go over Facebook. And then we're doing TikTok, and we have a follow-up YouTube class as well. So definitely make sure if you're in the Vegas market to talk to your broker or take a look at the newsletter for those dates and times, or reach out to your Rock Title sales executive. They'll be able to get you scheduled for that. In Arizona, people, we are going to do a YouTube for real estate marketing class here in person in the next few weeks. So I will make sure that you guys get that information as well. So without further ado, we're going to jump into list reports. First, we're just going to go over a quick little deck they have for what it is and what they offer. And then we're going to dive into the actual system, see how it works, how we can pull a listing kit, how you can post and use their social media and all the content that provide. So one of the things that they offer, so the first step is if you're not currently using list reports, or if you would like to get onto this program, please reach out to your Rock Title sales executive. They will be able to give you access to this. Again, it's great to collaborate on it so that we can help you train and get you acclimated with the system on how to use it into your business and strategies. If you don't know who that sales executive is, reach out to me, justin@rocktitle.com, justin@roctitle.com, and I will be happy to get you connected with them. So once you get signed in, they are going to send you a daily email with fresh content ready to go. So you're going to get your social media content, industry news of what's happening, local market information specific to your market every single day, all branded to you. So it's pretty cool. This is what that daily list, email looks like, or daily list report. So it'll be that include the local market stats that we just talked about, your industry news, quick access, and helpful links for your list reports. But this is the information it will show you, as well as easy share buttons right there. So as soon as you start clicking on these things, it will automatically open up in your list reports, and then you can share it directly to your Facebook and platform. It's incredibly easy. The graphics look beautiful. You probably have seen some of the school infographics and restaurants and things like that before, like in open houses or things like that. But there's so much more in this platform that you can utilize in your business. Shareables are, there's several different categories that you can use, but these are what can be shared on your social media. So your Facebook, you can have something every single day ready to go. You don't even have to think about it. You just choose a few different things or color schemes. Your branding is on it. You can share it directly to your Facebook. And when any user clicks on it, it's all branded to you. So as we dive into the system and see how to do that, you'll see the different categories and things that you can choose from. But Shareables is one of the best and easiest ways to post content to your social media. Notables, another great share. This is actually articles. So every day you get 3 articles that range from market happenings, financial news, and fun home decor trends and home buyer advice. So again, it looks like this. You can post it directly to your Facebook page or social media, and it's very good in content. Like home prices up 31% since the pandemic started. 10 cities where new listings are actually rising. They have, I think one right now they have right now is tips on outdoor living or upgrades to do, things like that. But notables are going to be shareable pieces that link to articles. So you don't have to write content and things like that. You just choose which one best suits you or that you like, what information that you want to share with your social media, and then you can post it there. So list reports is all about building your brand with ease. They make it super easy. Again, as we go through the process, and I'll show you how to enter in a listing and what it creates automatically, it just makes it so easy for your open houses, listing appointments, buyers, anything like that. It automatically creates all these beautiful graphics and flyers for you within minutes. And it is connected to the MLS, so it pulls all those photos and content over. Listing shareables is just going to be about your listing specifically. So there's just listed, open house, under contract, just sold templates that you'll be able to use as well. Marketing kit. So this is the thing that is absolutely incredible. So it is linked to the MLS, like I said. So you put in the information, it automatically creates all of these graphics and documents and PDFs automatically. So you get a single property website, just sold property websites, infographics on the area, neighborhood reports, school reports, digital postcards, open house tours. All of this is created within literally 10 minutes if it's already in the MLS. So if it's an active listing, it will automatically create that. It'll be expedited, is what they say. And typically within 10 minutes, it's automatically generated. Now, if it's not in the MLS yet, say it's a coming soon or something like that, it does take a little bit longer, maybe an hour or so. So just make sure that if this is like a last minute thing, that you give yourself plenty of time for these to be generated, because it just has to verify the home details and things like that, okay? So when you partner with us, you get some extra special features within here. So you get to access the Shareables library, which is a huge collection, which I believe it's over 750 now, but different shareable images that you can search for topics and everything like that. So you get access to additional content and graphics than if you just went there by yourself and signed up, okay? So it's important that you reach out to your Rock Title sales executive. They'll be more than happy to get you set up quickly on this. Like we talked about earlier, you get local market data. So you get to keep track, keep your network informed on the latest market trends, right? So the market data shareables provide a helpful snapshot of current market dynamics with a total of 6 templates to choose from, right? So we see these all the time. These are automatically generated. It's connected to the MLS. So it's populating all this for you. It's done within minutes. And then you can share this, maybe if you download and add it into your email newsletter, you share it on social media, maybe you're texting it to certain clients, things like that. Maybe you are at an open house and you have them pulled up on an iPad or something like that to provide a little bit more information. And then of course, listing shareables we've talked about, just adds more graphics in there. List packs is something that I'm super excited for. It's one of their best features in my opinion. So it will create these packs that are, they have like a topic or category. So we can see here, you can choose one of these and maybe it's 14 homes with pools, and you can view those. Now, this is automatically connected to your MLS. So it's going to be literally inventory within your market. Newer homes, condos and townhomes, single story homes, homes with views. Again, so since it's connected to the MLS, it pulls that data it knows. So it's pulling 16 homes with views. It's a great thing to post on your social media. Say, hey, check out these homes. They have an amazing views. Let me know what you think, right? It's not just like, oh, new homes on the market, something like that. It gives it a little bit better edge, or, right, we all see it. It's the HGTV effect, right? Beautiful pools, we want to see it. Beautiful backyards, upgraded kitchens, homes with great schools is a super important one for families. So this is a very cool feature. You can even see your 10 most expensive homes. Everyone loves to look at the most expensive homes. So that's an awesome one to post. Your engagement will definitely go up much better with these as well. The other thing, and I don't think it's said it yet on here, is they go ahead and pre-populate a caption and hashtags for you. So each of these posts, when we get in there, they go ahead and write a caption and hashtags already done for you. So all you have to do is copy it and paste it when it goes to your social media page. So talk about saving time, because not only what do we post, but then you get to the caption part and you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to write, what do I even write here? So they take the guesswork out for you, and then go ahead and you can always edit that as well. Because it is connected to the MLS, you can do property searches within list reports, and you can send this to clients. So you can pull properties within here, and you can share that directly to social media, similar to like what the list packs are, or you can share them directly with clients or buyers. Single property websites we talked about before, we've heard about these. So you get a new listing, that's something that you can use in your listing presentation or part of your marketing package, is that you offer single property websites for your listings. Gives you information about the home, photo gallery, they can go through and see all the different photos. Explore the area gives you those infographics, right? So very convenient. What's around here? There's a gym, there's groceries, there's gas, cleaners, gives you those miles of how far those things are, right? These are all important things that our buyers are looking at. They want to know more information. And a lot of times we don't have those details. So this makes it very easy for us to be able to provide that information to them. And it makes you the hero because you are the local expert with all these details. Great outdoors, bunch of different things like that, hiking, all that good stuff. Food. Schools one is a very, very important one, of course. So these are great too that you can print and put into your listing packets as well of things that you provide the buyers and things like that. Finance info, of course, you got your mortgage calculator with that. And then at you, it's all branded to you as the agent. So when they click that on the single property website, you can always do that there. So this is a great link that you can advertise in social media ads or include in your email blast or anything like that in your marketing. And very similar to what we just saw for single property websites, they have just sold property websites as well, which is super cool. So you got this fun little confetti in the background that it's sold. So you can always share that with your sellers or include that in your marketing. They even offer text to lead capture ability. So there's sign writers that are automatically generated in PDF form that you can send off an order or get printed. But they allow you to have a short code that you can get. Dream Home, of course, is going to be already taken, but I would recommend using your name in it as well, like sold by Denise or Denise sells Vegas, things like that. You can always use those short codes. And then when they text that to this phone number here, it will automatically open up the property that's associated with that. And they actually geo-target. So if somebody is standing at this sign and texting that to the number, it will automatically pull their geolocation and show them that property there that they're standing at. If it's yours, that's listed and you've ran it through list reports. So kind of a cool feature there. And of course, there's just tons of other marketing and things that they can offer in there. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the account. So once you get signed up and everything, this is what your main dashboard will look like. I've already pulled some reports in here as well for another training, but this is what it will typically look like for you as an agent. Before we dive into everything, of course, up here in the upper right-hand corner, you have your profile. You want to make sure you come in here and have all this information completed. Okay, you want it as complete as possible. When you first get your login link, it's going to ask you for a lot of this information, so you should probably already have it set up. But if you ever have to come in here and change anything, just go to your name, profile, and you have this information here. Alternate email address is if you have an assistant or somebody else helping you with this so that they can get those daily emails as well. So if you're having someone post for you, you can add them to this and then they get those emails and they can post on your behalf as well. If you want to add your license number, you can do that in there. This is where you want to connect your MLS. Again, in the very beginning, it will ask you for that, but if you don't set it up then, you can do it here. So here's the Arizona one. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you post your bio in there, which I don't think I did. Yep. So it's above limit, so I'm going to delete some of this in here just for the training. And then, of course, if you wanted to edit your text lead code there, and then any social media like YouTube that you have, you can put there. So I'm going to click save, save that file. I'm going to go back to the home page. So this is our dashboard. So you've got shareables right off the top that you can take a look at. These are all shortcuts to everything that we're going to go over here on the left-hand side. Your market overview. This is the last report that I had pulled for 85255. Just gives me information on those details that I can then share through these shareables. So actually, I'm going to go back here and go back to shareables as a refresh. So this is where you can pull some of that, a lot of that content that I was talking about. So these are just daily shareables. So this is things that have already been shared with me for today, these 3 items here. So 7 ways to upgrade your outdoor areas. You can, that's an article. So if I click view, it's going to show me the article here. If you wanted to change what you were going to share, you just do this drop down. There's that daily post. It's mainly focused around an image that you can share. Notable is going to be more education and entertain with curated industry news that goes to an article. Local housing data, of course, is data driven. If you have any listings, you can create those in social shares. List packs is what we talked about, right? 10 of the best pools. And then special occasions, if you wanted to create like a happy birthday or home anniversary thing that you wanted to share with a client that you follow on Facebook. So I'm going to click on the notable here. Once you click on notable, it's going to have a sub selection here for which article you want to choose. So how quickly is the market cooling? For 7 ways to upgrade your outdoor areas. It's summertime, so I'm going to click that. Gives you a few different templates here that you can choose from. Okay, so you have this one here that's like the default. 7 ways to upgrade your outdoor. You see that stays the same. They just change the image. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one. And then choose your branding. So depending on which brokerage you're with, you can go through and choose your branding. If you scroll down, there's a lot of brokerages already on here that you can choose your colors from. Or you can just choose from these default colors here. If you want a black and a white, there's red, minty. We're going to go with minty. Okay, changes that. You can see it populates the agent information down here. Now it has Rock Titles logo here. I just uploaded that because I'm in an agent account, but of course your brokerage logo would be there. This is where that would be, but it has all your contact information there. And this is what I was talking about with the copy the caption. So it has a little caption here, and then it has the hashtags that you can copy. Of course, you can always change these if you would like to, but you just put copy caption, and then you can always paste that when you share. So you can download this graphic directly here, or just share it to your Facebook. So I'm going to click share. You can see here it pops open Facebook. This will populate here in a second. You can always share it to a page or anything that you are associated with. You can paste in that caption that's there. Again, you can always change these. So maybe put your brokerage in there or your slogan and all that good stuff. My internet's lagging here, but that photo would populate there. And then you can share directly to your feed. Now say I wanted to go back and I wanted to do a daily. Again, this is all content. So did you know, even if previously owned a home, you and your spouse may still qualify as a first-time home buyer, right? Interesting article. So great news, you may still qualify to reach out to you as an agent. Home projects with a good ROI, updating outdoor space, creating more storage, replacing outdated kitchen appliances. Different graphics and things that you can use on your social media. Again, all the captions and hashtags are created. You can always update those if you wanted to. Again, you can choose all the different branding. So you wanted that blue, puts all your information on it. If you have a tagline, you can always add that there. Okay, same thing. Then you can share it to your Facebook or download it to share other places as well. So there's the daily, which we're looking at now, the notable, which is an article if you wanted local housing data. I had previously done the zip code. You can always change that zip code here. So say I wanted to do, maybe I just do Las Vegas. So do Las Vegas as a norm. It's going to update this information, right? Pulls all that data, local market. You're going to choose your branding so all your information populates, and a beautiful graphic for you to be able to post onto your social media. So you automatically have, if you want to post 5 days a week on your social media, 7 days a week, you have all this information here on a daily basis that you can easily just come in here, create, and then share directly to your socials. So maybe one day you have a market update like this. And then maybe it's a different daily, and maybe it's an article, right? Maybe you do 2 or 3 articles a week, a couple of one market update, and then some other graphics and things like that. If you have a new listing, you can always click here and add that listing in here. It's pulling a listing that I had already pulled previously for another training. So it's just listed. Again, you can go down and choose the images. It automatically pulls from what's in the MLS. There's only 3 for this listing, but you can change the template. So if you wanted to say something different or the different layout. So if I choose this one and I scroll down and choose the branding, so we're going to go back to that ocean, and then it brands it all to you. Okay, and then you can always just go copy this. Automatically pulls. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath property in Scottsdale. Click the image to see the details and all that information. Copy the hashtags, post it to your social. Super, super easy. Probably my favorite one. I don't know why, I just think it's cool. But here we have that 10 most expensive homes in 85255. I just feel like these would be a lot more engaging with your Facebook followers or social media followers. So you can always change that. 10 largest homes, 10 biggest lots, single family homes, homes with pools, beautiful graphics. Select the market area, right? That's the default one, whichever zip or city you want to put in there. Caption is already created. Dive into these homes with pools in 85255 for Thursday, June 9th, right? Actually puts the date in there. You can take that out if you wanted to, but hashtag's already done. Copy caption and you can post it. Very cool stuff. Can you see yourself incorporating this in your business as a tool? I mean, it's a great content generator already done for you. So that's shareables. Jocelyn said yes, absolutely. Very cool stuff. So this is shareables. We're going to come back to this in just a second. The next very cool thing is marketing kits. Okay, so marketing kits are going to be where you can generate all those infographics and property flyers, open house flyers, single property website, all that stuff. So when you first start in marketing kits, you're going to come over here to this button. It says new marketing kit. So you're going to click that. It's just going to step you through the information. So I actually have my MLS pulled up here. Linda, good question. She asked if you, I'm going to go back here because I like to answer questions as we go. She asked if you can incorporate cities for like the pools and things like that. And the answer is yes. So I'm going to go over here. The pools. It's going to populate here. Select the market, add new market area. Market area, I'm going to do Scottsdale instead of a zip code. Or actually, I'm not connected to the Vegas MLS, so unfortunately I can't use it for this scenario, but let's use Gilbert. I'll use something other than, I always use Scottsdale. So let's do Gilbert, Arizona. Okay. Gilbert. Save. It's going to pull information from MLS. It might take a second, but then you can go in and share that as well. So now that Gilbert is selected in here, anything you do that would be set as your default, but then you can always update that through the dropdown. And now it saves it there, so you can always toggle back and forth for different areas. But yes, you can use zip code and city. Good question. So I'm going to click new marketing kit. It's going to ask for property address. I pulled up the hot sheet here, so I'm just going to use this property that I pulled. So I'm going to go in and copy this address. Picked it because the kitchen looks beautiful. Okay, you're going to put that in there. You're going to click that. It's an active listing. There's 41 photos already uploaded. So step 1 is listing info. We got that in there. Next spot is going to be property details. It pulls that information. Okay, already in here. If you need to change anything, you can change it. Property type, if you wanted to add that. I think it's a single level. So I'm going to add that there. All that. If you wanted to edit the property description, you can always do that as well. Add information if you wanted to. It is above the limit, so we're gonna have to delete maybe some of this out of here. Also, if you are sitting open houses for other agents, it is great for you to be able to come in here and pull this for your open house as well. It will allow you. So you don't have to necessarily be the listing agent to pull a report for a property that's active in the MLS. Of course, you always want to make sure you have permission, right? We just don't want to market other agents' listings. But if you are sitting other open houses or anything like that for agents that you have permission to, just know that you can come in and pull this without having to be the listing agent. So once property description is good, our next screen is the photos. So it allows you to choose 3 as a default. You can choose up to 5 total if you wanted to. Changes the layout a little bit. Let's stick with the 3. The hero image, of course, is just this banner image at the very top of the flyer. So I'm going to select. Again, it pulls all the photos from the MLS. So you can go in and choose the best photos. I'm going to choose the first one for that. Let's get a kitchen in there. And let's see what the outdoor. It's got a pool. I'm just going to choose this one. Okay, so we have our 3 photos there. This is where they populate. It's going to put the number of beds and baths there, and then all the other information about the property. Again, if you wanted to select more photos, you can. It just adds the photos where the beds and bath would be, and that gets pushed over into the description. Once you have the photos that you like, you're going to go to custom your marketing material. This is where you can select that color theme. So it defaults so that this report's blue, but if you have your brokerage in here already, you can always select that or just by color category. Okay, so blue is a nice color. Let's go with midnight. Okay, you can always set that as your default color. So when you come in here, you can always just have that same one there. If you wanted custom promotional text, I'll show you what that looks like here. It goes right where this yellow box is. Okay, so if you wanted something there, or maybe, maybe it's got a brand new something like a brand new pool or upgrade, or it includes something, furniture included, things like that. You can always add something there, or maybe shout you out for a client review or something like that. You can always paste in there. So it's promotional text. If you want to add there, it is 45 characters. If there's an open house, you can always add that information in here as well. That would appear on the open house flyers that it automatically creates. If you don't know that yet, you can always come back in and edit your marketing kit, which I'll show you. Once you have all that in there, special instructions is just if you, if this wasn't automatically in the MLS, like it's active, you could give them some special instructions on what's needed. So you're going to click I affirm and submit. So this is where, since it's automatically connected to the MLS, you can click expedite. Since all this information is already in here, we're going to do that, and it should take only a couple minutes. But once we do that, we're going to see here it's grayed out because it's still processing. They're going through and generating all that information. Once that's done, it's going to look similar to this. Now, say you need to go in and edit anything with that. While that's processing, I'm going to show you this one. You would click this drop down, click edit this listing, and then you're going to select what you're going to edit. So is it property information that you need to edit, your info, the infographics? Say that one of the school infographics shows like a 1 out of 10 school or something, and you want to add a different school in there. You can always edit that as well, or remove the school infographic altogether. If you wanted to edit or upload additional photos, you could. You can get new photos that maybe have refreshed into the MLS that they've added. Area information, all that. So you can come in here and edit anything that you needed to for that list pack. So say we wanted to edit the promotional information, you can just come in here and say, I'll just copy what they have in here. Beautifully remodeled. I'm going to say Reno. Submit. It's going to be instant. It's automatically added on there. Now it shows this one. It's going to process that one just for about a minute to do that. But we can see here the one that we just did together is all set. So we're going to click view. Here is the marketing kit. So the digital portion. These are all shareable. So just listed social post, open house post, if you had a date on there, under contract post for when it goes on the contract, sold post for when you sell it, right? So before any of that occurs, all of your marketing has already been done for you. You can come in here and edit it at any time if you would like to. So as soon as it goes under contract, you come in here and view. Again, just what we saw earlier when we were in the shareables, except now it's specific to our property. You can come in here and edit this information if you wanted to, different layouts. This one's kind of cool, right? It says under contract, explore nearby, gives you all this information. You're gonna select the branding, all branded to you. What a result, this two bed property in Scottsdale under contract. Contact me directly if you'd like to learn more about this listing for Scottsdale property market, right? You can copy all this information and then post it to your social. So it's pretty amazing that you can have all of this information, all these graphics automatically created before any of that even occurs. So some of the other items that are available for digital is the websites. So you have your property website recently sold. And then these are some other just the same features, but they're just different layouts. So if I click into this, just a different layout, but this is that single property website. Now you could take that URL and create a QR code if you wanted to include that on flyers and things like that to make it easily scannable for your visitors. Automatically, those property websites are created and your sold websites are also created. In the print section, this is where you get a lot of those flyers. So we have our open house flyer, promotional flyer, the infographics, you just view. Right, so our area report gives us details of what's available in the area, how everything's close, right? We've probably seen these before. Different outdoor things to do. You have Top Golf, Mammoth Rock, Chaparral Lake, Scottsdale Bark Park, neighborhood eats, schools, the different ratings for the schools, how close they are, all that good stuff. Oops. And of course I close out the whole thing. So let's go back on there. Has anybody used list reports before that's on this call?
I signed up for it 2 weeks ago and have kind of played around with it a little bit, but my lender isn't tied to list reports, so I haven't unlocked any of the cool features.
That's okay. We can tie it to your Rock Title sales executive and all those will get unlocked for you. So it doesn't, I know it says lender on there, but it is available for title and escrow as well. So we can definitely get those unlocked for you guys. Rebecca uses social media. That's awesome.
Yes, I use it too, but
Yeah.
know those kind of features. Very interesting. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's a very cool system. There, what I like about it is it looks more modern than some of the other platforms and services available that we've used as agents. Jocelyn's used it for open houses. Yeah, absolutely. Great content. So if you keep going down, right, you have those infographics, you have a property report, you have postcards that you can have, but you see here you have these share buttons as well. So once all these are created, you can easily just share it to your Facebook or Instagram, or if you're going to email it, you can even email it to clients or copy the link and include it in a text message or an email campaign or anything like that, or create a QR code to learn more about the infographics in that area. Maybe a farm, if you're farming in that area, you can definitely include some of these infographics for that community. Some of the other items here, of course, for active listing, there's even a pre-listing presentation that you can view or download. So before you even go to listing appointment, you can get more information. Listing report for this address, all branded to you. It'll have samples in there, of course, all the photos and things will be in there, all the different area information, all that good stuff. So it really solidifies you as the local agent for that area. Buyer reports, of course, it's very huge for buyers, for infographics and neighborhood reports, so that they're aware of all the different things in that area, especially for out of town, right? In both Nevada and Arizona, we have such an influx of out of state buyers coming in. So this is great information to be able to share with them, whether it's digitally or in print material as well. And then of course you can always get sign writers. You can view that and have those set up to be printed, or you can order them directly here as well. These are customizable, so where it says list 6892681, you can always have that say like Tina sells homes in whatever area or things like that. That way it's more branded to you as an agent and easier, of course, to text, because this is awfully long and very cumbersome to be able to send a text in. Good question, Linda. So they do have some verbiage on here that says, like if I go back up to the social post, she asked, does this work as well for Instagram? So it's not connected to Instagram. So Facebook, it will, I did read an article that they are working on that because prior to Facebook purchasing Instagram, they were two different sizes in the post. So some of these posts get cut off with that perfect square that Instagram has. So you might have to resize it a little bit, but you'll see here if I click the just listed one, I think it says just below it. Somewhere in here it said, questions on how to post shareable. So Instagram posting, LinkedIn it will work perfectly for, which is why they have the LinkedIn there. But you need to be able to download the image. You can click on it there, the button to share, and then you can download it and be able to resize it and things like that on Instagram if you want to do that. But I do know that the button feature is something that they are working on in development to be able to add that into here as well. So I know Instagram obviously is a very popular platform, especially for imagery, for real estate. So they're definitely going to get that included in there. Otherwise, you would just download from here and have to either email it to yourself or download from your phone and post that way. Some of the graphics may not be sized correctly, so you just have to see, if it gets cut off or not. Good question. The other item here on the left-hand side is what we've already talked about, but you can click on list packs and it just gives you additional ways that you can, the newest listings, less than 60 days on market, high-end homes, things like that. You can always use those to post. The one I want to show is My Leads. So it is a CRM as well that you can always add your leads in here and be able to send those properties to. Once you do your property search or anything like that, you can always add them in here and send these materials to them directly. Correct, Gladys. Yep. Yeah, you have to download it from the system currently and then be able to post it on Instagram. If you're not also posting, Facebook, of course, and Instagram are important. If you aren't currently posting consistently on your LinkedIn, you are missing out. LinkedIn has become a huge source for leads and a very popular platform. Again, it's not just for executives or business, or you're looking for a job. It is technically a social network. Rock University does have a LinkedIn expert. His name's Brian Trachel for July. He's going to be in July. I believe it's the beginning of July, the first or second Thursday. I'll make sure everyone gets the detail when we send out that next schedule. But that is a great class to attend because he knows Instagram. I mean, I am highly, highly impressed. He's very competent in that platform and being able to connect with your sphere and to new people to be able to, of course, connect and generate leads that way as well. So if you're only posting on Facebook or Instagram, I would definitely start incorporating LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, I would definitely get signed up for that and then attend that class as well. Any questions on this reports? or in general? Again, go ahead,
Yes,
Dave.
I have a question regarding of that. We put our listing. If we have a rental also or land, we can put the listing in these.
Yeah, it's going to automatically pull from the MLS, so you can pull that information as well. Yeah, yeah, good question. As long as it's active in the MLS, you can expedite it and it will go, it's very quick. If it's not currently in the MLS, then there is a little bit longer period only because you have to verify it. I'm not sure what their algorithm is on verifying that, but I do know it just takes a little bit longer. The biggest takeaway here is content. This is a platform that easily gives you content that you can share to your social media sphere, using your email marketing, any type of communication or conversations that you can have each day always is another step towards your next deal or relationship building. Any questions in general? Marketing, branding? Everyone's having a great week. I love it. So I am working on releasing the July and August classes. I know I've said that I'm working with a few coaches that I'm solidifying. I was able to get Brian for July, which would be awesome. I'm working on a real estate coach. Her name is Debbie DeGroat. I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but she does amazing trainings and coaching sessions on growing your business, best practices to get more listings and things like that. So actually have a call this afternoon to hopefully get that booked for July. And there's a few other exciting ones that I'm working on for July and August. So as soon as those come out and are released, I'll make sure that an email goes out to everyone, notifying you of that. Of course, if you haven't heard yet, under Rock University VIP All Access, free login, you can create it. Let me hopefully remember this password. Sweet. It's always a good day when you get the password right. This has been completely enhanced. So we now have June learning assets. So in addition to more resources to be able to post on your social media and your database and things like that, I now have all of month of June. This will update every month. So when July is here, it'll say July, including Father's Day posts and things like that. There's 30 days worth of posts in here that you can copy over to your Canva account. They're all the free version. All you have to do is change your branding at the bottom for your name and your headshots. So we have Instagram, Facebook post, Instagram story post as well, right? Because it's a different size there. The newsletter, which is a huge thing. Again, free version of Canva. You just have to move it. Just use template in your account. This one, I have one for Arizona and Las Vegas. We have stats in here, places to take your father on Father's Day, different home maintenance tips, and it's all branded to you as an agent. You just have to add I already have my photo, name, and stuff in there. You just swap it with yours. We have our listing packet template as well that I did a class on. June Mellors, call me for the scoop. Okay, send this to your database. These are all done. You just add your information. We have QR codes that you can connect to your HomeBot for your instant property valuation if you have that, or you can link it to a QR code that goes to your website. Each month, these will be updated with the new month's templates. So you have those resources in there. Of course, we have our video library for all the trainings that we do. You can go through and see those. And then marketing resources. So we have our buyer seller guides, our relocation guide. Want to use that. Tourism local content. Again, content's always a question of where do I do that? These are all tourism sites that you can get local events that are happening, best hiking trails, restaurants, everything that you need there. 2 of the best free stock images and websites. You probably have heard me talk about Pexels and Unsplash before, but you can easily navigate to these. Please do not pull images directly from Google. You can use these, are high quality. And they have images for both Arizona and Nevada, homes, interior design, tons of different things. And then this is the best QR code generator for free that is currently on the market. So you can click through and do that. So if you haven't been to Rock University yet and in the VIP All Access, create a login. It's free. There is an approval process. I just have to verify, do it on my phone real quick. So it might take a few minutes, but then you can access all of this great stuff. And again, all of our trainings on the homepage, you can register every single Wednesday or every single Thursday at 1 o'clock. I also do have some CE classes coming up for both markets. That'll be in person. I have in-person trainings as well, so they just won't be Zoom, will also be in person. And if there's any trainings that you guys are looking for or interested in, please let me know. I'm open to adding all different type of topics and things like that into Rock University. And of course, if you haven't used Rock Title yet, please consider writing us on your next transaction. We have several branches and amazing escrow officers across both states. Give us a try. You will be pleasantly surprised about the process. So any questions before I let you guys go?
Justin, where is the recording videos?
So it's going to be under VIP All Access. And I put these buttons here so you guys don't have to scroll. If you just click exclusive video library, it'll take you right down here. And then each topic is here.
Great, thank you.
Of course. Yes, Linda. So you have to be tied to either a lender or a title person to unlock those features. If you don't know, just shoot me an email real quick, justin@rocktitle.com, and I'll be able to get you connected with them if you don't know who that sales executive would be. And then we will get that unlocked for you. Lucinda asks, will the in-person training be listed on Rock YouTube? Yes, any in-person trainings or CE classes will also be listed on rockuniversity.com as well, in addition to the weekly email that we will be sending out.
Okay, so you're gonna send out a weekly email with all your trainings, both in person and online?
Yes, it will include both, as well as any additional resources or anything that I include in there, like recordings and stuff like that. Yep.
So I have the VIP All Access already, so does that mean I'm signed up for those emails?
Yep, you'll
Okay.
automatically get those. Absolutely.
Thanks, Justin.
Of course. Good question. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining me today. I will hopefully see you in the next training and hopefully in person soon. So have a great weekend, everyone.